How to increase breast milk production. A mother who is breastfeeding often wants to know how to increase breast milk production, especially when there seems to be so little milk coming out. When the baby is newly born and there are no medical complications, doctors will usually allow a baby to nurse as soon as possible to stimulate breast milk production. While the baby is small, his appetite is slight, and the milk supply will be just enough for his needs. Still, some mothers fear running out. Breast milk usually won't run out as long as the mother breastfeeds, as long as proper nutrition, rest, and method are followed. Here are some tips to set your mind at ease if you want to know how to increase breast milk production. 1. If possible, do not introduce infant formula too soon after birth. Formula, even the best on the market, can never be as good as mother's milk. Giving infant formula to a baby has several disadvantages, two of which are that A. Less breastfeeding means less stimulation for the body to produce milk, which leads to a lower supply. And B. It may predispose the baby to prefer formula, which is usually sweeter. The more often you breastfeed, the more your body will be stimulated to produce milk. As your baby grows, his appetite will also increase. So, too, will your supply. Your pediatrician will tell you when to start introducing him to solid food. Until that time comes, your body will have sufficient milk for your baby. 2. Express as often as the baby feeds. If, say, you plan to return to work but want to keep breastfeeding, or some such situation, get the baby used to the bottle, but use breast milk. Milk can be expressed, stored, and given to the baby during his feeding time. Time your baby's feeding hours and express milk at these times. It will stimulate your body into producing milk just as if your baby were feeding directly from the breast, and will keep up the supply as long as there is a need. 3. When expressing milk, have something around you that reminds you of your baby. Put his photo where you can see him. Drape a used item of clothing that smells of him over your shoulder. Play a video or voice recording of him crying or ready to feed. Anything that triggers your memory of him will have an almost miraculous effect on helping your body produce milk, as if on cue, which is exactly what happens. 4. Drink lots of water, soup, and other liquids. Water is great for staying hydrated and replenishing your body's water requirement. It will also help your body produce milk. Soup is a good alternative, especially if it has nutritious ingredients in it. Avoid caffeine, soda, and other drinks that may introduce stimulants, too much sugar, or alcohol and unwanted chemicals to the baby. Although food does not go to him directly, some components of your intake will enter his bloodstream. 5. Take supplements. Ask your doctor about supplements that you can take to help improve your milk production. There are many over-the-counter supplements available on the market, but it's best to ask a qualified professional before taking any. This would only be prudent, seeing that not all supplements deliver what they promise, and may only be a waste of money. But more importantly, you don't want any unwanted chemicals or components getting into the baby from your supplement intake. Breastfeeding is a pleasurable practice both for the mother and baby. The skin-to-skin contact and close comfort brings untold benefits to the baby's development. Not to mention that the milk thus taken is best suited for all the baby's nutritional requirements, provided the mother is eating in a healthy manner. Doing the steps we've outlined here will help considerably in keeping your milk flowing, as they give you information on how to increase breast milk production.